down. Caliber wanting to move forward, just in behind the half wall. Just playing the time, slowing it down a little bit. Eventually they will start to impact on these players towards top banana.
This is again from SKADE though, the triple push on banana. It's not going to work out for them at all. They get absolutely annihilated, even with the rotations coming over. Only one player up on B. It's not going to work out for him because he's all alone. It's Spellen on 2 health, and at this point, surely you just save.
Bomb has been planted.
That's exactly what he's going to do. It's the best plan in there for it.
Well, that's not the best
Fate's got 5 alive as well.
I was going to say, it's not the best pistol from SKADE, having not even got a single kill into this pistol. Fate off to the perfect start. 5 players standing alive. They didn't even have to use the utility that they bought on Nikki.
Yeah, this is crazy. It's because obviously SKADE went so aggressive at the very beginning, right? So SKADE actually won the knife, so they'll go on to the CT side, which now makes sense. I'm just making sure that Fate didn't win it and decide T side. Maybe some teams do that. Obviously, we know CT side is where most teams want to start. But when it comes to what we just saw there, SKADE went for exactly the same as we've seen both times they've played Inferno, which is having the 3-man early aggress on banana. Fate were completely ready and prepared for it. Now look at their buy. A Krieg in hand, 1 AK, UMP, plenty of utility, and 2 players with MAC-10s in Mar and Nikki. This is going to allow Mar and Nikki as well to have a good run around, do some extra damage. And yes, they're going up against upgraded pistols, but it's just upgraded pistols, right? It's not the same as if CT's won, there's a plant down, the T's still get a buy out of it. So this should be a comfortable round for Fate. They just have to be careful on what direction they go into it.
Yeah, it's not like SKADE are setting up any traps until they sent that 4th player off towards A. So now they have a 4-man setup on that A bomb site. Fate just need to be careful they don't walk into any stacks. And, well, they're a good enough team to understand that. So they'll start to clear up towards in banana. Molotov will clear. That allows Duplicate to start checking sandbags, checking in behind the car, and now swings wide to face Coffins. Now he's confident in taking those long-range fights because he knows he's going up against pistols. So the SG is certainly favored in any of those fights. Smoke goes down in towards CT. Double Magic being sent in first. He's the man on the SMG. We'll see if he can deliver shots. Oh no, rocking. Oh, he's going to find a chance. He'll find a kill. Double Magic will fall. Duplicate trades back.
Yeah, that 1-for-1 actually does work out nicely for SKADE here if they can pick up the weapon. That's exactly what Spellen does. Grabs himself the UMP in hand. Luckily for Fate, it's not one of the AKs or the Kriegs just yet. They'll wait this one out just a little bit, SKADE. Splitting it out 2-2, but the A hit is about to come in from Fate. They've still got good enough utility to do it as well. 2 flashes, 1 smoke. The HE as well in play. The position here from Rain, though, if he can just walk away with a 1D and do some extra damage and Raftu to back him up. Oh, he's really slow reactions. What was that? Rain does manage to still get 1. Looking for some more opportunities with it, but damage is being done. And why is there a team kill? Kaluba. That's not what you want to see. Now there's a Krieg on the floor as well. This is a 2v2 that is definitely winnable for SKADE as long as they can go a bit faster here.
Yeah, the kit is the problem, though. The lack of kit, should I say. Nade is going to go towards Mars' position. Actually, it's not. He goes over the top of him. He's playing from Graveyard, so... At this point, Fate have strong enough positions that they should be able to just win this out, especially with Mar. Oh my god, the timing. He looks away at the wrong time. They know where the player is in Graveyard, but they still can't deal with him. He hides and he peeks up. Headshot collected. Now Denislaw with the SG. This would not be a bad save whatsoever if Denislaw can get away with this. And he only leave 1 player alive on the T side, and this is really solid from SKADE coming into this.
SKADE walking away with a lot of kills, plenty of damage done. An expensive round for Fate that didn't really come off the way they wanted it to. Obviously, Spelling walked away with that first kill, and you thought, okay, that was a good start. But then, after Rain, he really missed. I expected him to be so much faster on the reactions, but then still walks away with a 2nd kill. And that really does put them in the fighting chance for it. Fate making a fair few errors there. And the TK, that's never what you want to see early on. But still onto this round. A couple of grenades. Denny's the only one who's really going to have a viable opportunity in this one. And he's getting so aggressive. See that just poking down mid. He was on the hunt and looking for him. Pokes into 2nd mid, but no one's there just yet. It's all going to come down to a little bit of timing with this.
Denislaw up over the smoke. Obviously, you can spot down in towards middle from this position. And this SG needs to have a lot of impact. He can't afford just to fall away and do nothing. And they might just avoid it completely, though. Walking in towards the B-bomb site right now would actually be a really good call, as long as they can trade efficiently. kind of wants that. You wanted to send Caliber in first, but he's only got 5 HP. That's a perfect nade that gets rid of the Coffin's position. Now the crossfire that could have delivered a couple of kills for SKADE is now only rocking up on top, and he's been spotted. The duplicate still inspecting his weapon, peeks into the open and gets his head torn off. 4v4, Rocky will be happy with that kill. Another rotation from his teammates can come through. There are 2 back to CT already. Molotov's going to force Rocking further back in towards the site, and he'll hide around the corner. Double magic with a headshot. Dennis log on, and now it's a man advantage for Fit.
Yeah, with Denny going out of this should be a clean-up duty for Fate. Instantly, Rain, you see him start to try and spray through this smoke. He does manage to get one. He's doing some extra damage here. Raptor's only just joining him, though, into the fight. And Rain, I think, ideally, will just still try and hold on to this SG. They've done enough damage, at least, to be comfortable with what they did here. A few awkward moments, though. Rocking, they're getting away with that deagle shot. Even the push into the site wasn't the most ideal. And Kaluba, with 5 health left on it, like you said, he wanted to be the point man, but he had to quickly back away.
Yeah, you can't really send him in, unfortunately. But carrying that SG over into the next would also not be a bad move here. So SKADE obviously carrying that over. That does give them a little bit more utility to play with. It's just their first sort of challenge that Fit will have to face. Actually, to be fair to them, they have done a lot of damage here, SKADE, in both of these rounds now at this point. You can see the money hasn't really built up massively. Mars only got $3,750 coming into this at the start of the round. So once he invests, he'll have not a lot of cash left over. Duplicate's going to invest in an SG. They're going to go for the 4 rifle setup and the SG. But the more important part, the more interesting part right now is SKADE have gone for the double up setup. And look at those odds, so close. Actually favoring SKADE to be the winners. 1.82 for SKADE, 1.92 for Fit from GG.Bet. Again, like we said earlier, you can head over to GG.Bet.com and use the code GG.Bet.com to get a 125% bonus on your deposit. So, Fit charging away up towards top banana, already putting pressure on towards the CTs playing from here. Spellin back inside of CT, Rocky wanting to get aggressive. The utility's going to go and bang off the wall straight in towards car, but look at this, Rocky being so sneaky, moving forward, finds himself one.
Good for one, and that tag that came through from Spellin. Nice bit of damage done there, but he won't be able to find a frag. It was through the wall. Now for Fate to understand how they want to try and attack this. They've got the one-man advantage. It makes busting into the sites easier. Generally, the A site is nicer to hit onto this because it's a bigger site. There's more area for you guys to cover than pushing into smaller choke points on the B site, which gives the CTs more of an opportunity. They still have to be very cautious because, yes, they know Spellin has an AWP, but they haven't seen this on Denny just yet. I remember Denny yesterday. He was looking on fire. Over and over again, this man was pulling off some incredible shots, and he was getting very active, hyper-aggressive with the AWP in hand. The smoke will shut him out of this for the moment. He's not going for the pop shot through it just yet. Still wants to keep an eye on short, and Rain with that SG, and this is why you don't give the CTs SGs. He's making that look easy. A quick triple comes out from Rain. Denny doing the last kill onto Mars. He tries to come through apartments, and SKADE will pick up that buy round. They'll hold on to the double AWP setup, and they keep the SG. This is where of your fate you just say, why? Why did we allow this SG to stay?
Yeah, that's the problem. The SG is so strong when it falls into the hands of the CT players. It's because you could just post up, use it as a complete turret, and it's just so accurate and does so much damage. So, really solid stuff. SKADE will be happy with picking up that first round on the board. Fate, they've got to show us something in this fourth fight. If they can't win this, then obviously SKADE are going to be in a good position to maybe even the scoreline and also go a little bit further. Good opening. The Molotov was burning away, and Double Magic couldn't get away from it.
Double Magic maybe looking for triple Magic if he wants to escape him.
This is actually something. So I actually casted Fate during the online part of this.
Yeah.
And we always made a joke of, you know, Double Magic finding only double kills, and it literally is true. He will just get double kills all the time, collaterals, double kills, but he'll never really get a triple.
Maybe he should change his name, make it possible.
Yeah, he's limiting himself really there. Rocky and Spellin finding kills, and well, they just keep coming towards Spellin for some reason. Eventually, they'll peek into the open. Mar will find the Khalil kill, but that is all they'll grab. Spellin does well, holding from the back of the site, is AWP recovered, used into the next one, and they'll continue this double AWP setup. Fit, they have got themselves a bit of an eco underway, so it should be another for SKADE, even in the scoreline.
It was a really lackluster push into the B site, though. Like, they didn't even try to deal with Spellin properly.
Yeah. I mean, coming into it with limited utility, limited rifles, fair enough. But yeah, Spellin just peeks up, finds one, finds another, and just gets 3. Dennis Law peeking down in towards mid. He's a player that was very impressive yesterday, actually, for this team. I want to see him can try and continue that performance into today. These should be the easiest kills of your life, though. Going up against Glocks, 1 PT50, there's no utility in plate. This should be relatively easy.
Once again, it's just a firing range out here for SKADE. Yes, they're going up against pistols only, but they're not slowing down on their dominance towards Fate. They're giving him no chance at all. And Rain, he's just living the dream after picking up that SG. Another triple kill coming in already. When you look at what Fate have to offer now, another SG comes in on duplicate. AKs across the board for the rest. They're not going to try and AWP T side just yet. And dealing with this double AWP setup, it is going to have to be a faster style of play to come out from Fate, right? See a good execute, come up towards maybe the top of mid, get the right flashes in, then try and counter it.
Oh, Dennis Law getting aggressive on the edge of the smoke. And on the half wall, throwing the nade on deep through. It's going to land nowhere near anyone. That nade will, though. Talbot dropped to 67. Double Magic gets tagged up, and he's dropped to 32. That forces them away from Banana. I like just the sheer aggression of utility and shots continuing to barrage Fit, and that forces them away. Scared, and they reply to an A hit. There's going to be 1 kill coming in from Mar. Rainwaker should have done better from that position. Swings wide for some reason. And Spellin will manage to pick up 1 kill, so at least it's still a 4v4. Spellin on the A-bomb site this time, looking to deliver Hellfire. Rafter does well from the pit, playing on top of the bicycle, and Rocking continues to frag. It's all to Mara and Nikki, and now only Nikki. 1v4, standing in on short, spotted. They know exactly where he is. He does well to find the pit player, looking for that frag in towards long, but he is overrun. Spellin, another great job inside of the A-bomb site. 4-3. SKADE head into the lead. And withstand that buy from Fit that wasn't... That round just felt weird. I mean, they just run up Banana, and immediately, as soon as they get tagged, they just rush A.
It's really crazy, right? Because Fate had such a good start, but it was always awkward after we saw Rain get the hands on that SG, where they could have actually potentially stolen around the way. So we could be at like a, I don't know, 5-2 as an example right now. Instead, Fate did manage to get the 3 rounds. SKADE played it smart, and they let Rain walk away and save that SG over and over again.
50 just running on in towards top Banana, manages 1 kill. Spellin able to stand tall and gets another back in. It's going to be a man advantage here on the T side as they continue to run forward. The bomb is gone, the tap lands as well. They'll go back for the AWP, and Spellin, this is just madness. Eventually he'll try and just fall away into the site, too many missed shots. He hits back towards new box where he can play safely and allow his teammate to come in and help. Fit, winning this round is going to be very difficult, but they have picked up an M4. That does give him a rifle to play with, and Marsh just walked right through the A-bomb site. No, the timing! Rafter looks away, and Mar finds the kill, and now it's looking good. Fit have a real chance of picking this one up.
Yeah, this could be the round that Fate need to turn the tide of this game. Oh, they've got themselves some weapons with it as well. Bomb goes down, Rain's out there though. It's the SG again doing damage for this man. Takes a fair bit of damage his way, but he's got Spellin to come and back him up. Spellin does only have the AWP in hand though. Gonna swap over to a Krieg himself, for him and Rain swapping the weapons around. And I like this, but I would prefer Rain can find himself a rifle to go into this one. They're going up against the Deagle and an injured M4 on Mar. He's only got 43 points of health at the bottom of the site. And that's a nice position to fight from. He went for the aggressive, did not stand back. And Kaluba going to walk away with those 2 kills. Deagle styling it up, and they walk away with a Krieg still.
That's just really down to timing. Because if Rafter's looking towards Library like he was originally, he finds that kill, and Mar can't do anything. But the fact that Mar is able to get the drop on Rafter, that opens up the A-bomb site. And a whole lot of trouble for SKADE. Even again, buy back in for Fit. SKADE obviously have money from winning quite a few rounds consistently in a row there, so they will be able to invest themselves. So the rifles here opposite can come through again. Thing is, if SKADE continue to have this double op setup and keep investing into it, it's going to be very expensive, and they're going to go for it again. Denislaw and his ops, Spellenbach finds another, and it really is effective for this team. It's one of the strongest assets on the CT side of Inferno. They've shown that they can win rounds off of it consistently, and we'll see if that is the case in round number 9. If they can break this from Fit, send them back to the low buy, they'd again salvage control of the first half, or at least the beginning of the first half, as Double Magic connects onto the first kill. Spell and gone, man advantage here on Fate.
Did say it, Dinko, that Fate getting that previous round could be the thing that helps them get some control back into this game, and that's what they're looking to do now. Ready with these 2 opening kills. And finally taking that Krieg out of the hand of Rain. They don't need to worry about it. It's always a positive for them. I remember looking at EPL, right, and there were teams when they're playing against Fnatic. They didn't want to give Roland a Krieg. Yeah. They just didn't buy it. Yeah. They just stayed with the AKs. Sometimes that's worth doing. But Raftu looks like he can get the job done with the M4. He starts off with 1 and he'll also find Nicky. Played it very smart with how he repositioned himself there, but now he's being pushed. Tried to get the reload in, but he's completely swarmed as Kaluba. He started strong with that Deagle on the previous round and now gets the job done with the rifle. 5 rounds now for Fate, and they found their way back into it. And they've also hurt the economy quite greatly here of SKADE. This will be their last attempt to buy up into this, and it's not going to be the most prettiest of buys. You see Denny getting the AWP in hand, and up on Rocking. And then we're going to see, Spellen can still get a decent buy. This might go for a FAMAS if he wants. But he's opting for nothing with this, despite the money he has. So he'll probably hold on for the AWP if they did lose this round. They can maybe pass over for the next round. But either way, this is going to be a difficult one for them to deal with. They do need to find a way to put the hurt onto Fate. And definitely, if they go in for a round that Fate may be still able to win, save that AWP on Denny.
Rainmaker hides under the porch. Crossfire at the player in the cubby. The form of Rocking. As they start to make their way up, Fate will clear a couple of these corners early. Sandbags is still yet to be checked, but that flash actually gets Denislaw off the angle. Does he regress? They were on this angle, it'd be difficult, and I think he's realized that there's the risk there. He doesn't want to go too far forward because he has to deliver here for SKADE. He has to find the impact. He's going to go and find himself a kill, a second as well. Denislaw, he's so consistent in picking up those quick shots one after another. It's definitely one of his attributes of his style of AWPing. And now Fate, they've got a 2-man deficit with the smoke going in towards CT. Still only Denislaw inside of this B bomb site. No rotation has come through. He was expecting that to force them back, but they're still coming at him. They're still trying to get back into the site, but Denislaw delivers a 3rd kill. Now it's Double Magic on his own. Finally putting a stop to Denislaw, but he's already done so much.
Rocking can just chill here around Coffin. Spellen coming behind. Oh no, he misses the shots. He whips out the big gun, pulls himself out of Krieg, and Rocking so much damage done towards Double. That got very chaotic at the end. But SKADE will find the round, and it was off an incredibly low buy. Just the UMP and AWP in hand. Oh yeah, I'm glad this is Denny's one. Look, this is the thing about Denny, right? He goes in for these shots, and when he re-peaks, it's the movement that he has that impresses me the most. Because he's got the reactions right. He can play just a normal turret position and sit there and be a tower, take the shot and fall back. But he goes in such a smart way. You see him. He goes all the way back. He makes them go to want to chase him, and then just pokes out a little bit more. Challenges again for the fight and makes it work. We've seen this so many times from Denny across the last couple of days.
Yeah, he's a very solid player. We've seen that pretty consistently from him. Round 11. Spell in this time on towards the B-bomb site with the AWP here.
Oh.
Force back by the Molotov. They've actually been changing up their AWP setup quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm guessing they're just planning to...
Oh, that's such a peak. Rainmaker managing 2 kills. He'll fall eventually, but that is so much work done. Team Kit comes in, tries to patch up the hole, but Rocking throws it away. The hard work, all for nothing. 3v3.
I think we've worked one thing out here, Dinko, is if you're Fate, do not give Rain a Krieg.
Yep, he's pretty damn solid with it.
He's just like a couple of 3Ks, casual. Just gets 2 then, no problem at all.
Well, blind as well, of course.
Yep. Now, will Denny expect this? Oh, he just about sees it, but doesn't manage to take the shot. That might have been a 4x3 moment coming in there.
Ooh, Raftu overrun by Caliber, and what was looking good with the initial start has just been picked apart by Fit. And the pause coming in. SKADE definitely need this at this point.
You always hear the typing, right? The ding, and you're like, it's either going to be a pause or someone saying nice shot.
Yeah, this is one of them. But I think I've seen the graphic pop up that said there was a pause coming in first time.
It's down there at the bottom.
So
they should challenge Spellin at this point. They should know that SKADE won't have the money, right? It's been a lot of back and forth in the rounds. Applying that pressure, going for the hunt for him.
Spellin just sits back. They have seen what letting an AWP be saved over from SKADE can do in a couple of rounds. So clearly, it's not great to let them have it, but you're nowhere near him. He will carry it into the next. And it seems like we've got a tech pause.
Aha.
Not a
good old
tech
tech pauses.
Did have a few of these yesterday.
That's when we started our podcast, mate.
Yeah, it was. And it was on this exact map, Inferno. So maybe it's just something wrong with Inferno.
Inferno's having a bad day. Who's not having a bad day is Fate, though. We've taken 6 rounds already. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, putting themselves in a good position. Obviously, Inferno is a map SKADE have wanted to go towards a lot.
CT side is going to have to be very good, though. That's the thing. We look at these two teams, and when it comes to it, because they've played each other, because they know each other very well, it's one of those ones where you say, okay, well, it's all well and good, but it can still be 50-50.
I think that's just pretty much summarizes this tournament, though. Going into it, it's just like, we can make a prediction based on statistics and all the information we have available to us, but in the end, it's always going to be 50-50 whether who's going to be turning up. And I think that's what we've seen yesterday, was the fact that I think the biggest surprise for me in this tournament has been Brute. I think, obviously, with those guys winning yesterday, I wasn't expecting that. No,
crazy, man. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What a series him and Max had. Although Max did slow down towards the end, it was crazy who stepped up beyond belief. That Mirage ace that he managed to pull off ended up being, what, a 1v3, but also got the ace in the first place from getting the 2 opening kills. That was a highlight play and a half. And the way he did it was, again, it was like one of those just understanding movement ones, especially when you got the AWP guy who was down in towards T-spawn.
Yeah, we definitely have players in this tournament that have potential. I think Dennis Lot's been pretty impressive in this as an AWPer.
Do you know what I like? And we didn't actually talk about this in the pre-game, but SKADE and Fate obviously both being from Bulgaria. When you put a lot of these players, like Rocking, Spellin, and Nicky, they were 3 players that played together for years and years.
Yep. It's going to be very, it's like a domestic matchup. You're always going to get close games in domestic matchups.
You have an understanding of what their tendencies are, little stylistic things, maybe how Spellin uses the AWP that Nicky would be able to say, like, yeah, okay, this is how I normally see him play.
Both teams are probably going to have similar mentalities as well, which is something you can talk about. But Spellin getting aggressive. We see quite a few AWPers do this now, where they just walk up the stairs towards top of boiler. It's quite a risky position, but if you can get up in that spot before they get in towards the window, you're massively favored to find at least 1 kill. And it's not like you can be overrun. You can get away before someone else comes up to trade. As long as you have a teammate in apartments with you. Spellin's on his own. 4-man stacking towards the B-bomb site with the pistols. And Fate are going that way. They're about to walk right into the trap.
A stack and a half as Spellin was the solo A defender. There seems to be a hell of a lot of commitment already at 1 minute from Fate, yet they don't have the information here. Raftu boosted up on the pots. Rockin also got himself, unlike this, Rockin's been playing on the forward boxes, now it's going to move back. Can still see him angled from there. Headshot angle for sure. He's got Denny below him at the same time. Good use of the mollies. Fate have got a nice execute in here, but is it going to work out? Plenty of CTs towards them. First one goes down. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but it's the Deagles. Raftu, he's making it work. How much more can he get done? He needs to help out the rest of his team as Spellin doesn't seem to want to work his way over just yet, but this is a winnable round. Rain's walking away with more damage here. Sadly, he can't finish off double magic.
Oh, well, double magic finds the kill. Spellin into the 1v2. 19 seconds. He is so lit to the party, but we'll see if he can stop this from happening. The bomb still not yet planted. Eventually it will be, and Spellin's nowhere near to deny it. At least it was. It took quite a bit of time to get planted, but now with the crossfire established, doesn't even matter. Double magic so quick on the trigger. 7-5, BM coming in. This is what you love to see, yeah.
I love it. Go on, double magic. Show him who's boss. Show him who's better. Now, the one error I'm going to put there on SKADE is you actually had a great chance for that. And all of a sudden, Spellen's like, I'll just sit in A, in pit, for a really long time.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he thought, like, okay, I'll just save it, this isn't going to work. Then they got the kills, but it was already too late. You have to be decisive in a decision like that. It's a few seconds make a huge difference. Full eco pushed down mid, though. Here we go.
Yeah, this is perfect. Caliber able to find one. Raph2 stepping in with a headshot. Another one coming in through as well. P250 is definitely a good weapon for $350. And all the kills come through from SKADE. Hit 5. Already won the half. Coming in from the T side, and well, clearly potential to find more because this team have been playing really well. SKADE, double up setup finally back into their hands, and this is the system that was working for them a little bit earlier on.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's such a large investment that when you die or you lose a round, and you can't really invest in it again, and it's going to take some time before you can get that back in. So if this is all that's working for them, that's a negative sign. Indeed, but we'll see what Fate can do. If they can overcome this double up setup as well, then it's going to be a really tough position for SKADE because they're starting to lose early man advantages again. Nicky able to pick that one up. Raph2 actually wallbang. So man advantage already available to Fate, and they can just slow down. They've got so much time to play with.
This is what I always want the T side to do. Once you get a pick this early, do slow it down. Let the CTs reposition themselves, right, to a point where they kind of second-guess themselves of what's going to happen. Maybe an over-rotation that you can work from. But Denny, that's a really big kill for him to pick up, right? That gives him the information that B now is going to be a bit clearer. The A hits continue to come in. He doesn't have to over-rotate just yet, but he'll have the information that at least for now, I'm secure. He could actually have a little poke down if he wanted to as well. Make sure he's fully comfortable with the information he's received.
Well, Renwick will know that smoke came just right beside him, but he peeks into it, sees that they don't want to go for the A hit, and that's a lot of info from that play. So they can just start to rotate everyone back over towards B. They're going to put every remaining player on the B bomb side. At least they were until they kept one player back in the library. Everyone with Spellin. It will be Dennis. Lord taking a chance. He's going to take a shot, misses the first, but doesn't miss twice. He falls back into first oranges. He wants to use his teammates, and they go forward. This is perfect. Dennis Law delivering shots again, and it's all on to Mar. 15 seconds left as he starts to back away, and he has to save the AK into the next. But that stack is able to come through just because Rainwaker gets info from that position.
Yeah. Denny getting that opening kill, right, on the guy at Banana. The A hit looked like it was going to come in. Fate then decided to change it up. Denny was ready for it. And the information that he was provided with made sure that they had a second player there to back him up. Imagine if he hadn't, though, as well.
Yeah.
Because Denny would have gone down at that stage. He was just being overrun.
Yeah, definitely. So, hit 6. We could have an hit 7.5 in our hands and a close affair. Certainly developing early on here at the GG.Bet Winter Cup. Map 1. Inferno always seems to be close, though, and especially when you've got two teams in the same country, that you're definitely going to have close games. Double Magic starts to run away over the top of the T-stairs and sprints up Banana, open his hands. He'll look for this opening pick. And, well, there it is. He's got it. Thing is, can he live up to his name and get the double? Around the corner is Rocking. Utility is going to go forward, but Rocking gets in behind the half wall. Up in behind it. Oh, he's going to be tagged. Dropped to 44. They were ready for that. And he falls away. Nate goes through. This is not what Rocky was hoping for whatsoever. But luckily no Molotov comes in to follow up, so he can back away. Utility damage going to be thrown in towards Banner, or at least attempted. Caliber's only going to take a couple of points of health damage. So at this point, Fate will be relatively happy with the early man advantage that they've managed to pull off. Thing is, they got this last round as well, though.
Yeah, right. The one-man advantage doesn't necessarily mean you will find the success of it.
Also, I'm not a fan of the smoke that they're throwing on long. Basically, with Astralis sort of cementing the meta in CS and just sort of innovating everything, this is when the teams start picking up new stuff. And they're throwing that deep smoke in towards long. Pretty much every team does it now, where you throw it a little bit deeper in towards long side. And what it does, it prevents a boost. But Rocking is able to find himself a good kill in towards B. Double Magic will fall. Nicky will pick up the trade. 4v2, or at least it was. Now it's a 2v2 because Rocking showing he can rock the AWP. 1v2 now. Raph2 having to recover the B-bomb site. His teammates have done a lot of work to be able to set this up, or just Rocking, really. His teammates not doing a whole lot. So there is a chance for Raph2 to pull this off. It's going to be difficult, though, with only one flashbang. You can't force them out of the positions.
The one flash is going to be his downfall with it.
player in the U-box. Mar peeking into the open, not exactly needed. Now his team is 5 HP. Why? Well, we'll see if he can pull it off. The shot was held, the angle is there. And well, it is going to be Raf2 who will fall. And Fate will get 9 at the half in from the T side on Inferno. A pretty impressive performance overall from Fate. And if they can find this pistol and a little bit of momentum following up from that, well, this could be a pretty nightmarish scenario for the boys over on SKADE. Because they have looked weak at times. And yesterday, the T side didn't look amazing. It has looked good in the past, but not yesterday.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's all well and good saying that, yes, CT is the more favoured side. But many times we see it go the other way, especially when it comes to domestic matchups. Fate now looking into this pistol round. They go for a standard play, 3 towards A, 2 on B. Slight bit of aggression early on, just poking on, so they're going to hold on to the corner of B. One player playing towards Coffins.
Ooh, good shot.
Wow.
Denislaw finds one. They check the left corner. That's incredible.
He's wrecked already.
It's over. The pistol's wrecked. That's a huge performance from SKADE. So fast through the apartments, just checking every angle. Another bomb can be planted. Round secured. And Fate, well, they don't even get a single kill on that initial hold.
Kaluba sat there saying, well, what do I do from here? Just looking to do some damage, take away some armor, make them pay a little bit more for it, and he will get away with 1 kill at least, so it's not a clean sweep coming out from SKADE. They'll take that. More to be had there, more to be found. As Denny walks away with the final kill, a nice win coming out there for SKADE on the pistol, but now they need to capitalize on it as well. Will we see any upgraded pistols come out from Fate? Instantly, a Mag 7 on Mar. Maybe towards apartments with it. 2 Mag 7s, I like it, okay. It's a bigger investment than what I expected from Fate. But this is one that could be very scary. SKADE are rocking a lot of Mag 10s. So maybe a faster style of play coming out there. They want to keep themselves mobile and active.
Well, Mar gets aggressive. Mag 7 could certainly be the weapon to do damage, but the Mag 10 somehow picks up 2 kills so quickly. Headshot from Rimwicker, the follow-up in as well. And now Fate are crumbling to the Mag 10s. The money's being picked up on SKADE. And Double Magic and Caliber, well, we're going to see what they can do. Trying to flank around the back lines. Double Magic, shoot catch, Denislaw. And well, there's the kill. PT50 the Brid. Raf2 able to step in with a Mag 10 and find that follow-up. Now Caliber, the only player left alive. He has got light Kevlar, so maybe worth saving that and the Deagle in the next, but his footsteps are heard. The player in underpass, he's got the kill, it's rocking. Managing to pick up 8 for SKADE. Now, I did say that if it found the pistol, they'd be able to try and extend this lead, but with SKADE finding it and finding a follow-up and withstanding against the force buy, well, now they're in a position where they are likely to even things up.
For Fate here, another investment that's a very light investment. No armor, just the upgraded pistols and everyone except for Nikki. The flash in play as well. I like this. Okay, a stack. This is good. Doesn't need to be an aggressive stack though. You can always bait out one player at the top and allow the rest of them to come to you, see what he can get done from there. Especially considering they know SKADE has so many SMGs in with this. The worst thing you want for SKADE is to be able to make too much money from all of this. You're already fighting the economy problems when it comes to it on the CT side. Fate do begin to push down, but they're all going one by one, and you're making this easier for SKADE here. It needs to be a collective team push all the way down if you want to make something like this work.
Well, PT50, well, Raf2 clears the corner, Rocky able to find a follow-up, and it's all onto Mar. On his own, he'll find one on the CZ, but that is all that he will grab. Equips himself with a Mac 10, and he falls away. The spy is Denislaw. Starting to make his way close towards Archway, or the library exit. Mar wants to pick up this kill, if possible. You don't really care about hanging on to a Mac 10, because you don't really want to use that next time anyway. And while he's been spotted, Denislaw clears it, methodical, and a little bit of BM this time from SKADE. So 9-9. We are even again. and the investment can come through finally from Fate. They'll get the ops into their hands immediately. Double Magic picking that up. Over on SKADE. It's rifles and a little bit of a bonus keeping the SMGs. So if they find this, their economy is going to be in a really good position, whereas Fate would just hope to pick this one up, limit the casualties, and find success. To get 10 on the board, that's double figures reach obviously already. We're starting to look at this game nearing its end. Duplicate will find himself a kill down in towards Banana. Spellin, he will be dropped. Caliber able to find Rainmaker as well, doing work from the sandbox, but only one kill managed from that position. And now Duplicate trying to deliver. He's got a headshot under pressure. They keep coming towards him. Out of ammo. Gets back inside of the site. The smoke shrouds him and allows him back into the bomb site. And now he's got backup from his teammates as well. This is not the round that SKADE were hoping for.
SKADE did not slow things down in time, and they've got to be oh so careful of Ma. They're not going to check it. Easily dealt with. Very solid stuff there from Ma. He waited for it perfectly as well. Timing on his side, he'll grab himself an AK for all the work he put in just then. Now, good money on SKADE because they went for such a heavy SMG play, so that's not going to be a problem for him just yet. Some players got 10K at the beginning of that round.
Yeah, it was a bit of a bonus round coming in. I think that's the closest we'll ever get to a bonus round. Like, they don't exactly exist massively anymore with this current economy, but
with the current just force your way for everything.
You kind of just have a few MAC-10s or UMP that you've managed to save over. It's lucky they will have a buy coming into this, but they lose this one. This is where things start to get very scary, because then they're on an eco, and Fate can start to develop the scoreline further. Double Magic wanted to go for that top stairs peak, but now he's forced back with a Molotov, and the sound was made. Rocky finds the headshot, and the AWP is gone. That is such a pivotal player to lose already.
There's a huge difference between the Rockin' we saw yesterday and the Rockin' we're seeing today.
Yeah, definitely.
He's definitely feeling a lot more confident against his fellow countrymen. Talk about domestic matchups, and he's playing a very different style. Living up to the name with the menace in there. Just Double Magic. Well, he got flushed out by the molly, and Rockin' expected his position exactly. Nicky now trying to find some ground here, and that's an easy one for him to have. Is he going to expect the second? Does see Spellin and goes back in for it. Spellin tries to go for the spam, and he pays the price for it. 4v2, 3 now even. So the remaining SKADE players will work their way up Banana. There's no one actually in the B site, so slight over-rotation. Kaluba is just about getting towards Coffins now, working his way through construction.
We got 35 seconds at this point. SKADE moving on to the site. Only that dink up comes in towards Caliber. He really should have done more from that position. And unfortunately, for SKADE, they don't drop him, so it's still the advantage for the CT side. SKADE do have the bomb side, though. They don't have bomb planted. They don't really have the utility to defend this off. But then again, there's no utility at all to pull off the retake left. Dennis Law will find one kill towards Caliber, finally put him in the grave. Dennis Law finds the follow-up, but this is so difficult to force this Krieg out of position. Dennis Law with another.
Wow.
Nicky with a 4K, pulls it off alone, and it's the defuse. Everything was going on the bomb site, but Nicky just stood in CT, fragging everything.
Do you know how much easier that would have been for Fate to win that round had they gone together? It was again, and this is what really annoys me on retakes, even if you don't have the utility, don't go one by one. Because we saw it was just individual fights that SKADE would poke as a team and as a unit and go together. They'd get the kill. It's lucky that Nicky could come off with such a performance like that and get the 4K in. We'll see a timeout from Fate, and I respect it as well. I believe this is just going to be a tactical pause as well, which is solid stuff coming out because, yes, you took the round win, but now that was a very close one. Be careful. Talk things through. Understand how this is going to go down. And you saw the odds on your screen. It's just about favouring Fate.
Yeah, it was just, I think Fate obviously covered this. I would personally put them as favourites because if you take all the look at all the statistics, they're definitely favourites coming into this. But you take a look at Spellin, 9 and 12, not having the greatest of games. Spellin was a pivotal factor of their Inferno success, so that's a scary sign for me.
Yeah, Spellin was the one that kind of dragged the team around into what he wanted to make him do over yesterday. He was the one that really could turn the game around if it was starting to look bad. What did we see him down 10-5 one time, and then they came with a huge comeback?
Yeah. Well, they got to come back into this now as well. Round 21. 11-9, favouring Fate. Boys, the T side lose this, and their money is going to be back into the bin. Another low buy will be forced upon them in the next round. Double Magic, man. He's really playing with fire in towards middle.
He is. Second time I felt the same as
Yeah.
when I looked at your face just then, because he pokes out the top of mid and you feel like, oh, is he going to go for it?
Yeah.
And just Rockin's waiting on the edge again.
Why? Why would you do it again? It's like you just like being banged up by Rocking. Big fan of domination. Utility coming over the top. It's going to land in towards the long side. And this is the deeper one I like. So it prevents this boost from being that effective, but well, that's a terrible smoke actually. That is not the one I would want. There's a huge gap on the left side and actually favors the boost. I take back everything I said, Bikes. It doesn't matter, it's not going that way.
Yeah.
But the CTs did get the info that no one is actually pushed up behind the smoke, so they can actually afford to rotate a third player off in towards the B-bomb site. They have got one player over here still towards Ed, Spellin. But that's only Spellin. There's no one else there to try and sell a bit of a fake. And Spellin has no utility.
His lurk could work out massively for him, though. The nade goes up to Galuba, and Duplicate's there to get the opening kill. Nice start so far for Fate. 5v3. They've got this B-bomb site on lockdown. They're not pushing positions, and Double Magic's there on the rotate. Denny will find one, but he's still heavily outnumbered in this fight.
Well, 10 seconds. Duplicate just needs to stay alive, and well, he can't do that. Spellin with a headshot, bomb plant coming through. Spellin arrives to the party just in the nick of time. Double Magic catches off Spellin, and now it's all onto Denislaw. He still has utility, but winning this is going to be difficult. He runs out of ammo, still alive, but finally, Marn gets rid of him. 12-9 Fit. It was looking really clean and convincing at the beginning, but somehow SKADE rattle their way back into it, get the bomb plant, find a few kills, but Fit will still pick it up. 12-9. Bomb plant might actually afford SKADE a decent buy into this next one on a few players, but not overall. So I'm still expecting a little bit of a weaker buy coming in here from SKADE, a little bit of a half buy, a couple of upgraded pistols, and think about moving forward into the next round with cash. So likely looking at a 13-9 scoreline for Fit, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, strong stuff for Fate here. They're not far away.
Oh, they've gone for the force buy. So if they win this one, Fit, they're going to be looking at more than 13 for sure.
Yeah, economy would have been crushed. Despite a lost bonus building. They're only walking away with one Krieg and an AK here. Good amount of utility, though. At least on Rockin, Spellin, and Raftu. Now that's a good one you want to see thrown down. Block the CTs from having too much vision in it. Now they can push forward, but they're using up their own utility alongside it. First time in a while we've seen the apartments bust as well. Remember, this is where they had a huge amount of success to come back into some of the games before, especially with those Mac 10s, and they're the ones that start off strong. Nicky comes in with a spray down. He's backed up by Double to get a kill onto Rain, and nicely done as Nicky. He's coming off in these positions so strong.
3v2, man advantage here on the CT side. Good kill on Nicky. Able to find Spellin, and now Rocking looking to deliver some damage. But he has to get the 1v3 under his belt, otherwise it will be 13-9. Money's gone for the T side. Fit likely to start pushing towards the end of Inferno. And Rocking has been good so far, but maybe winning this clutch would be a step too far. Back up into the apartments. He's going to try and re-enter through balcony. Player in the pit, one on the site. So this would not be too easy to get rid of Nicky. Unless Nicky makes a mistake. He's waiting for that bicycle jump up. He's not going to go for it just yet. He gets the info, spots the headshot. 13-9.
You know, people will write off the silenced M4, but if you're watching how Nicky uses it here, he's showing how to get the job done. 2 4Ks like that now.
Ooh, okay. Another little investment coming in from SKADE. They know they have loss bonus, and they might as well just see what they can do with Mac 10s. I wouldn't be against just sort of a balcony drop straight in towards the A-bomb site. We've seen that work for a lot of teams in these recent days, so maybe that's something that could potentially work, but they're going to be sending 4 players in towards A, but the bomb's solo at the bottom of Banana, so maybe they'll just take their time.
Triple stack on the B site, though, for Fate. They maybe did expect a faster play, but not towards A just yet. Rocking gets flashed up, gains control of top and middle. Double Magic is going to have to land the shots, but with the Mac 10, they're so fast to push into the site. Marn now up on apartments, but he's not even going to have a chance to get a kill in there. That's not what you wanted to see.
Oh my god, no way. Double Magic still finds that kill. He keeps it even, and now gives his team a chance as they move forward. Nicky, he's going to be getting a kill. Caliber stepping up, and that's perfect. Double Magic does so much just to stay alive. Gives his teammates time. They rotate in. Before the bomb can even get planted, it's over.
And that was bish, bosh, bash. Those last three players felt like they had the site control, but Fate very quick with the three players that are at B to come over on the rotation. Nicky's still standing strong as well. 23 frags to 15 right now. He's really helping seal the deal here for Fate. SKADE's buy, though, is one that can work out.
Yeah, it's definitely the last standby, though. They buy it, they lose this one, it's over. For sure. So Double Magic playing the close angle like he's done so many times. Jump spots, he's so ballsy. I don't know if it's brain dead or ballsy, whatever, one of them.
He's not too sure, right? He's like, do you know what? This seems like a good idea. Sees it, it's like, I'll take the shot anyway.
Yep. I mean, maybe it's a little bit of both. Ooh. Double Magic going for the shots through the half wall. He's actually quite consistent in landing those. We see him get a few of those every now and then. We'll see what Fate can do, though, as they do go back into a passive setup. SKADE will have time to just sort of relocate, figure out what they want to do. They've got two players positioned in towards the apartments, one down in towards middle, and of course the two players are leaving Banana. So it looks like they want to try and finish on this A-bomb site with an execute. They did see a slight weakness there potentially in that last round, so maybe this is where they want to capitalize. But you can see Fate using a much more passive setup. So they should be more ready for this faster approach from multiple players.
Nicky spots it out, walks away with the first kill, looking for more as well. Headshots getting domed all over the place, but Denny, he's back to his old tricks again. He thinks he can save the day for his team. Spellen's found his way into Pit, and SKADE have the A site under control. It's going to be a two-man retake for Kaluba and Duplicate, but they have no utility to try and fight this with. They also don't have the information as to where these players will be sit. That means they have to figure it out themselves early on.
Caliber, Duplicate, we're looking to try and get themselves the retake successful, but they can't do it. They're going to back off. They're going to save their weapons. They don't actually have a whole lot of money because obviously these recent rounds have been quite close. They want that up, actually. They see it under the carpet. But obviously when we move into the next round, Fate are going to have a few weaker buys. Nicky's going to need a drop. Getting that up into the hands of Double Magic will be their prime opportunity. And while Duplicate does walk away with the AWP, that's not great. Take a look at Nicky's economy. I'm starting to feel a little bit pressure for him. So he's going to have to get a drop from his teammate. Caliber could probably provide that.
It's actually not be a too bad a buy.
Yep.
But it does mean they need to make sure they get it in, they get it to work. So SKADE managed to grab a 10th round. All is not lost just yet. And they'll also cause a tactical to come out after this one. And I really like this, mate. If you're getting a win and you don't want to get too far ahead of yourselves, things are looking good, just take that pause. You've got 4 each per game.
Well, what a performance from Nicky. 25 and 16. Currently on Inferno. Pretty ridiculous stats. The rest of his team are a little bit more even and close to each other. Fate will be looking for this round win, because that would definitely put them in a prime position to win this. If not, then this is where the comeback really is on for SKADE. This is interesting. 4-man stacking towards A already. They've sourced a weakness there. They trust Nicky enough because he's been that one-man army. They're going to send him on B alone.
He is going to be the one-man army when it comes to this. Thing is, if there's no rotation that comes in quick enough to back him up, he has to at least get 2 kills to make this viable. And SKADE are starting to put some additional focus towards this B-bomb site. They probably understood that there wasn't too much utility thrown at the beginning of it as well. Instead, Grenade goes down, and Nicky, he can't stand strong. Rockin's going to find him, and it's an easy push into the B site from SKADE.
Yeah, that call didn't quite work. So it's going to be the 4-man save over on the A-bomb site. They carry this into the next. SKADE will find themselves 11. Yeah, that just didn't work. I think we'll not be seeing that again, that's for sure. The 1-man setup on the B-bomb site, they'll be swiftly moving on from that and going back more into a default stance on the CT side. It's not really like they have too many opportunities as well, because when you take a look at Nicky's economy at the start of this, he only had a weapon because Seawit was able to drop him, but even in this next round, they're not going to be able to drop him a proper weapon. So it'll be on the pistol, maybe UMP or MP9. So we'll be looking at 14-11. SKADE starting their comeback trail back into this. Potentially finding momentum on this T side, and that's definitely the way to go. If you can start to get that momentum, get that snowball rolling, and get the snowball effect going, then perhaps this could be the comeback they're looking for. Fit, they will actually get a rifle over towards Nicky, which is good. Now he's got that to play with. He's got a little bit of utility this time. But there we go. 3-man stacking towards B this time.
Swapping it up, trying to keep him guessing with it. Why not? Now this is more like it, right? Well, the thing we had with Nicky holding B on his own, he didn't spend any utility at the top of Banana, so you didn't get this back and forth. It was just the T's using it. And I think that signaled to SKADE that, okay, we can fight into this and we can push forward. Something's a little bit amiss here.
They wouldn't mind if they did it, but they sent a player early and then they throw utility.
Rotated it back.
Immediately rotated it back. Then that would have been fine. But
the mind games, right?
But as soon as you have one player just standing in the open as well, it's not going to go well. SKADE's trying to gather up outside of A. They've got plenty of utility, going back to their old tricks. I think they also realize, well, they're not going to be stacking 4 players in the A-bomb site next round either, after how that went. Oh my god, surely you heard that. That is not good at all. Double Magic missing the shot, and this has just gone from bad to worse. All the kills coming in from SKADE. What a chance it was for Fit to potentially end this, but they have let it slip again. They back away, they're going to be saving their weapons, and SKADE starting to develop a pretty nasty scoreline if you're a Fit fan.
Fate allowing SKADE a way back into this one. They played their normal setup at A, right, as well. They just didn't quite catch the shots. Ma gave away too much there in the apartments. And now we'll wait for Duplicate and Kaluba to try and hold on to their weapons. No aggression coming towards them yet on the B side. Rain's Eva's gone as far as T-spawn to go and check and make sure no one's hiding. But the weapons will be safe. There's no problem at all in this one for Fate, at least, to hold on to it for the next round. But money is not looking good. It's not even worth trying to get the drops over. And the CTs, they'll get a timeout in because they're thinking, well, what do we do from here? Because SKADE are looking at a 13th round and we could be getting closer than we ever wanted this to be. The one thing that at least SKADE can look forward to of this as well is that, okay, Fate might try something a bit crazy again. They've been doing stacks, but they haven't gone for like the crazy pushes, right? The push down banana, push down middle.
No.
So SKADE at least have a good awareness that they don't have to be taken off early on here from the likes of Fate.
Perhaps that's something that Fate could do in this kind of round, though. Just throw some aggression in. Throw something crazy.
It just doesn't seem to be their kind of style, right?
No, it doesn't. And I think that could work, though. You know, just that's
do something unpredictable.
Yeah, do something that you're just not ready for. Technical pause coming in, though. Okay, it's not too much of a problem. That's generally the consensus anyway. You don't want to have a huge tech pause. Otherwise, you're going to have to listen to us for a long time, babble about that, different topics.
Podcast mode enabled.
Then start stealthy
what's
into
brilliant?
Twitch chat.
Yeah,
And
talking to Twitch chat's
breaks
always
his own
fun.
mind,
Lose my mind, all the crazy people getting mad about betting.
I wonder if Lucas has come back today.
Lucas, let us know if you're in the chat again, buddy.
Yeah, I think he's probably changed his name at this point. He'll come back, he'll get his army. Kick banks off the stream, petition being signed.
That was so unreal as well. He's like, I'm going to make a complaint about you. Complain to who?
All right, thank you.
What do you want about?
Thank you. Official complaint form.
Yeah, here you go. Email, I don't care at starladder.com. Or we will not read your silly complaint at starladder.com.
Yep.
Can do this all day.
I always find it quite funny though, because obviously when you're doing an online cast, you can log into the Twitch channel of the tournament organizer you're working for, and most of the complaints about the casters and their talent go to just the Twitch chat messages to the Twitch account.
And no one was looking at them.
And I just open it. I just reply, and I'm like, just say something. So they just saying some mental stuff, of course, as generally it always is. You can just reply with something mental as well from the company. So
it was hilarious, right? There's one complaint we had. This is going back a few years, but it was literally complaining about how we would say a team person's name.
oh, that happens all of the time.
And it's like, sorry, but I am also not Chinese. I don't know how to say his name exactly correct. If you maybe educate me on how to do it, I will try. But we don't get given a list of names.
It's like those when you're casting Danish teams or something, and they have like it looks different to how it's actually said, and then you say, I don't know. I don't know how they can expect us to get it right.
Well, it's like Zipex, right? Everyone was like Zip-Nix, Zip9.
Yeah.
It's just like Zipex. That's it. Just keep it like that.
I mean, when we get told these things, that
it's fine. Yeah, then we get it right. It's kind of our job, bro.
But it's like, when we don't know that, well, fair enough. Then we're just going to say what we see. And spelling, or whatever, maybe Spielan.
Spielan, Dota.
Yeah. 14-12 is the scoreline on the door. And, well, Fate not really having the greatest amount of weaponry to work with in this one. The AK, the M4, yeah, they're good, but the rest, just pistols. But these are the kind of rounds that we see be won way too often for my liking.
By the way, Lucas is actually in chat. What's going on, Lucas?
Sup, dude?
He's back.
Welcome back. I'm glad you're with us. Hope you're enjoying the games.
See, we can be nice when you're nice.
I think it's just, you know, all great stories, you know. They start with the turbulent times.
Then becomes a great friendship, magical.
While Rocking swings across CT, it's duplicate with 1 kill. A second coming in as well, and Raftu, he is gone. The follow-up comes through from Rainwaker. Managed to pick it up, and we're into a 3v3. Spellin and Denislav finding frags. It's on to Double Magic and Nikki, looking to pull this 2v2 off. And, well, Double Magic hit one shot, but traded back by Rainwaker. Now Nikki, who's been on another level, only has a P250, no kit, no utility. I'm not really setting this up too well for him, but we'll see what he can do. He runs back into the site. Checks towards Coffin, spots the player in dark, and that has an AK but can't pull it out in time. SKADE will go to 13.
I just went to look at Double Magic to see how old he is. He's only 22, but like he's making some of those like really confident, and he's clearly a capable, good player, but he's making those overconfident plays where he should have just waited back then for his teammate to join him.
Yeah.
It's like he pushed, he went to go forward, and they're ready for him in construction. He was outnumbered anyway, he knows it. You don't always have to go for the hero plays. Sometimes you've got to go for the smarter plays. 13 rounds now for SKADE, and this is where it looks scary. This is the chance now for Fate to come back and say, we are not going to allow this to happen.
Yeah, all the rounds. This is what we're expecting coming through. Double Magic looking to start things off. Rocking will fire him off the angle. Utility going to be used up. SKADE gathering their troops inside of the apartments. Looking to try and just back off, get the smoke up, see where they can throw it. Fate have 2 players left on the B-bomb site, and currently 3 on A, so a very standard default setup for the CT side. They've gone back to that. Double Magic not going for that really crazy aggressive play into middle that he's done so often. Maybe realizing the gravity of the situation, but this time, as soon as I say that, starts to move forward. He's going to get caught. Rocky's going to catch him yet again. Nikki will find one, Spellin, he will fall, and now it's a 4v4. Not a fan of this relentless aggression from Double Magic, I'm going to be honest.
He wasn't even good for one, that's the problem.
Oh, don't worry. There's no one on long for the on the CT side. You know, Double Magic giving that one away.
Oh,
Rocking gets the trade. 1 kill from Nikki, but that's all he will grab. And now it's a 3v3. At least he's been able to keep it even. Now Caliber. He's going to be tested. Going to be heading back. He's aware of the possibility they could be coming towards him. So he throws the Molotov to delay. Allows for the rotation from his teammate to come through. And this is where Fit can maybe pull this off. Follow up Molotov in. They've got to realize now 2 mollies used. There's 2 people here. Good kill on the Molotov. Denislav runs right through it like a madman. And the kills are coming in. Fit head to map point. Rainwaker is the man to hit the dust as well. 15-13. 1 more is needed for Fit to steal away Inferno.
By the way, Dinko, we were really nice to Lucas just then. And guess what he comes back with? There's a reason Starladder have done cringy pre-shows with you guys in it. There is a reason why only time they let you cast is during a tier 10 tournament. Are you just dumb as hell? I literally just did the major this year. Dinko's done a ton of tier 1 events as well. You're clearly not a fan of CS or watching it properly. Get the hell out of it and shut the hell up. I'm done with this kid.
Friendship with Lucas ended.
I'm done with this kid.
No more reconciliation. We tried to reconcile, but some people can't be helped. And one person is going to look good towards middle. That is going to be Nikki, of course, this time. Double Magic, he wanted to do it. You know he loves to do it, but this time he is held back. Smoke in towards middle. Slows things down a little bit. I think that's what we all need at this point. It's been pretty crazy. Fit. They don't really have that AWP to work with, thank God, because maybe Double Magic will start playing some normal spots. He's mental after all, but there's that deep smoke. They're going to go for the boost immediately. This boost is such a little gap, but Rockin's been good at predicting this, and well, he will fall. Double Magic. A little bit more passive in this approach, and look, he's able to deliver more.
This is better, right? There's always we say about it over and over again, risk versus reward. Double Magic often goes for the risks without the reward, but this time it pays off. They now need to keep this one-man advantage. No CT needs to overextend at this point.
They've made the right call as well, because they've got 4 players over on A right now, so this is pretty good. Smoke going in towards Archway. Spellin starts to move forward. They're going to start gathering Nicky on the flank. That's perfect. Catches one off.
Timing.
Yeah, that was perfect timing for him. Raf2 gone. 2-man advantage. He said they needed to keep the 1, but they're following up on everything. And now this is starting to look pretty bad because SKADE have lost so much map control. They've just gone into towards the apartments. If Nicky finds this might just be the final nail in the coffin. Spellin falls. Dennis Law now 28 HP, and it's over. 16-13. Fit will win Inferno.
It was looking like SKADE were going to have a chance to pull that back. They got stuck on that 14th round for quite some time, but in the end, they managed to get the job done. Fate will take the first map, and it's their opponent's pick.
Yep. That's impressive, because now there's a chance, obviously, to potentially 2-0 the series. And we did see that once before in their history of playing against each other, but maybe it's going to be replicated. And we kind of talked about it. Fit have had time to chill, prepare, come into this. They haven't had to play a bunch of games like SKADE. So maybe they've just sat back, watched SKADE, seen some weaknesses, and, well, evidently exploited it.
And the benefit of going through the last chance, or not going through the last chance, right, is that you do get to see the games that these other teams have played. You do get to take your time a bit more and save what you've got. And we saw about it. They've played each other 3 times. All the time it's gone to 3 maps. This is a potential for them to potentially take a 2-0. The problem is for both these teams, though, whoever wins has got to face Heroic.
Yeah.
So that's a real, there's a slight difference in the teams.
It doesn't get easier. It gets much more difficult.
Much harder across the board. But it's time for us to go to a break. It's time for us to get ready for this second map. We hope you guys are enjoying the GG.Bet Winter Cup, the first event of 2020. And we're loving being here with all of you. We'll see you guys in just a few moments.